What's up, bro? It's morning. Tim TV, NYC 24 hours. Y'all already know, man. We got a great interview today with the one and only Angie Davis. Topic: alopecia. How does it affect the body, and how can we embrace it? Now, give me a few minutes as I get this stuff in order. And once again, thank you all for tuning in once again at Tim TV, NYC 24 hours. Have a blessed 2022. Let's get it. So, once again, today we have a fire interview with the one and only special guest, Angie Davis from New York City, hometown Brooklyn, Bed-Stuy. The topic is called alopecia, and we're going to get it lit. I just want to thank everybody for tuning in out your busy schedule to hear and comment, share, support, like. This is going to be a fire interview. I truly thank everyone for just tuning in and just taking your time out once again to just see what we're doing. And, I appreciate it. So, I got my questions already and everything in that nature. It's going to be a fire interview. Everybody's getting things in order right now. Um, let's see. That's what I'm talking about. Now we getting comfortable. Yeah. Okay. Adding Angie. There we go. Adding Angie. Invite Angie to join you. Yeah. Hey. Hey.
What's going
Hi, Angie
on?
Davis.
How you doing? You could
Oh
call
my
me
God, what's
Angie
the
or
volume?
Davis. Come on.
Wait. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You can hear me?
Where's the volume? Oh my God, where's the volume? I can't hear you, Angie.
You can't? I don't know why. Let me see something. Can you hear me now?
Oh, you got the earpiece in?
I put it in.
I
Can you
can't
hear
hear
me?
you.
Can you hear me now?
I can't hear you.
I don't know why. My volume is up.
Let me see something. Hold on. Let me see. We got this. Let me just see. Say something now.
Can you hear me?
Say it again.
Can you hear me?
Why is it so low?
I don't know.
I could barely hear it, and I don't know why. See, here's the Bluetooth. Let me see my queen. Let me see. Can you say something now, my love?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, go Angie. Go Angie.
Ow,
Hey,
ow, 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 ow.
hey, 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 hey. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about.
I sound better.
That's what I'm talking about. Teamwork make the dream work. We definitely
There
here
you go.
Yeah. Tim TV, NYC, 24 hours, special guest, Angie Davis. She ring bells, beautiful queen, powerful, successful, always encouraging others. I co-sign that. Big
Thank you,
facts.
thank you, thank you.
Big facts, yes. Topic of today, we're going to be talking about alopecia, how it affects the body, how can we deal with it, how can we embrace it, how can we encourage others who have it, and we're going to talk about other things of that nature. For those that are watching, this is Tim TV, NYC 24 hours, special guest, Angie Davis, New York stand up! Yeah.
Brooklyn Bree, baby, Brooklyn Bree.
Brooklyn. Big Brooklyn right here, you heard? Legendary, legendary. That's a fact. That's a fact. So for those that don't know, tell us your name.
Angie.
Angie, okay, okay. That's a fact. So Angie, where you from?
I'm from Brooklyn, Bree Boy Project.
Okay, Brevoort Projects. Oh, that's right across the street from my old stomping ground, PS40. George Washington
Okay,
Carver.
yeah, right there.
After
I
George
used to live
Washington
right on
Carver.
the corner of Ralph and Chauncey.
Right. Legendary C train and A train, you heard?
Yes.
Yes. That used to be my favorite spot, Crown Chicken.
Oh,
What else they got
wow.
over there? Now they got so much stuff over there. It's like, whoo.
Yeah, I was just up there for Mother's Day. I was ready to go back home though.
Oh, what? That's my spot. They got some good. You ever had a chance to try the thing called mumble sauce, where they put it on the chicken wings, all that stuff back in the days?
Oh, that's old from back in the days. I used to eat that when I was
Woo!
younger.
That used to be the talk of the town. Let me get that mumble sauce to go, you heard? Word. That's a Brooklyn fact. That's that Brooklyn lingo. They don't even know about that. They're like, what? I'll be in Queens like, y'all got no mumble
Yeah.
sauce? They're like, nah. I'm like, oh, God. They
Yeah,
don't know
things
about that.
changed though.
Yeah, that's a
That
fact.
Chinese restaurant is actually closed now.
The one that was literally
That
across
was
the
right
street
across the street from the park.
from Brevoort, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's closed? Oh,
It's
wow,
closed down.
wow. That used to be that used to be a trademark. I think it was a church next door, or it was more like a barbershop or something around there. Yeah.
The barbershop used to be there. The barbershop is gone. The Chinese restaurant is gone. The store is still there. The Chinese restaurant is a laundromat.
Oh wow, they changed it like that. Ooh.
Yeah.
That used to be the stomping grounds right there. Oh
Yeah,
man,
that
got me
Chinese restaurant
reminiscent.
was there forever.
Yeah, that is so true. Okay, everyone that's tuning in right now, guest Angie Davis, host Timothy C. Bowden. The show is called TIMTVNYC 24 Hours. I appreciate your time, Angie, because I know you have your own obligations, and I thank you for taking your time out for setting this Friday lit on this wonderful June 17th as we are together to talk about these topics and how can we embrace others and encourage others that have alopecia and those that want to know more about alopecia, you know what I'm saying? So from your knowledge, how did you first notice your alopecia symptoms?
Well, mine started out as a bald spot in the back. I used to wear my hair shaved down and I used to let it grow on the top. So one day my barber saw the bald spot and I was like, what? I was like, you could fade it in. So, you know, you could camouflage it. But when I looked at it in the mirror, you couldn't camouflage it. So as time went on, you know, there was more shedding of my hair. I used to have that little Eddie Munster peak. And then
like
the Eddie Munster peak,
okay.
you know, that little Eddie, like a little V.
Okay.
And then, you know, I saw that fade away. And then the front of my hair on this side started fading. And I tried to cover it with a weave.
Was it like in the same month or was it more like in time?
It was like over time. In the time span of about 3 months.
Okay. Okay.
And the time span about 3 months.
So it started from the back to the front to the side.
No, it started from the back and then it just went like to the front.
Okay.
It was to the front. And one day, the weave that I had in my hair, I was scratching and the hair just started to pop off. I could feel it like a little pinch.
Like
it
the
would
follicles.
Just pop off. Right. So I was like, what in the world is going on? I didn't know what was going on. So I went back to the lady that did my hair and I was like, yo, you need to cut my hair out because it's falling out. So as she was cutting my hair, I can only imagine how she looked because I still could feel as she was pulling, I could still feel a pinch.
Oh, wow.
So the hair was popping off as she was cutting the weave out.
Right.
So by the time she turned the chair around, I was like my whole face just dropped because I had the little faded hair on the side, but the top was like bald spots with just like a little bit of hair.
Like a light Caesar type. Like light Caesar?
No, it wasn't no Caesar. It was bald spots.
Like
bald spots.
like literally.
I looked like Dr. Evil with the little patches of hair and then it's bald and the little patches of hair. And then it was bald. So I still didn't know I had alopecia. I went to the barbershop and let him shave it down.
Right.
And I went home and hid it. I didn't want nobody to see me like that. I mean, you know, everyone associates hair as beauty. If you don't have hair, you're not beautiful. So, you know, as time went on, my eyebrows fell out. Then my eyelashes fell out. And then I was like, this is real.
How did you notice your eyebrows, lashes falling out, as you can explain?
You could see it. You could see it. They were they used to be thick, and then they started to get real thin. Then one day I wiped my eyebrow and it came off. And then I could see the lashes, just one, it would be on my face. and it was just all gone.
Oh, wow.
So then finally I went to the doctor, and when the doctor looked at me, he said, "You have alopecia areata."
That's the mild one.
Right. So I was just like, "Oh, my hair might grow back," but nothing. And then the dermatologist told me that I had alopecia universalis.
That's the other one.
That's the more advanced, because alopecia areata, alopecia only means baldness. Now, what comes behind that can determine like your stage. It's like basically it's stages.
Different stages.
So
right. Different spectrums.
You can have alopecia, huh?
Different spectrums.
Right. So it was alopecia areata, and then totalis. I went through the stages. I had the first little one, then I had the totalis where all my hair fell out, and then the universalis is where you lose everything. You have total body hair loss. So in my eyes, in the beginning, I didn't see it as a good thing. You know, all I was concerned about, what people thought about me, what they would say, you know, because I always had fly haircuts. You know, I would dye my hair. I would do different things to it. And now it was just to the point where it was gone. So
you are a phenomenal role model.
I looked at myself in the mirror and I thought I was ugly. I was like, girl, you ugly now. Like, nobody's going to want you. Nobody's going to want to be bothered. People are going to talk about you. And it was basically, I was my own demise because I was allowing this situation to kill everything in me. But it was my thought that was taking me there, of what I looked at in the mirror and what I thought society thought was beautiful. I allowed that to affect me. So I wore wigs, I wore hats, and I hated wigs. I'm not a wig person, but I wore it because I didn't want nobody to see me like this, in this state, because questions, what happened to you? You know, just to talk. You know, we all get to that point sometimes where we feel like, I don't want nobody to ask me no questions. So my hat and my wig was my safeguard. But it was too hot for them wigs.
For different season, okay. Period.
It was too hot. It was too hot. Wigs feel like helmets. And I wanted to free myself, but at that moment I didn't know how. I was like, how much? Why me? Why do I have to go through this? Why me? You know, why? And one day I looked in the mirror and I said, you're gonna be free, child. You can't do this no more. And I never forget, I was living on Rutland Road in Brooklyn, and I walked outside without my hat or my wig because I'm the type, I like to fight. So if I know something is holding me, like holding me in bondage, I want to free myself. And that's what I did. I walked outside, walked down the block, and I was scared, but I was like, if somebody say something to me, this could go left. But I continued to walk, and I ended up walking all the way down to East 98th from Rutland. So there was like 4 blocks. And when I came back, I had bumped into one of the guys that, you know, normally on the corner. And he was like, what happened to you? I was like, it fell out. I have alopecia. And he was like, well, at least you have a good shaped head. And it made me laugh because I started to see how I self-sabotage myself. I made myself think that something was wrong with me when it really was nothing wrong with me.
Wow.
You know, so that was just the beginning of my freedom. And as I just continued, I would still be scared, drawing on eyebrows and doing all this stuff so nobody would see the bald face.
Mm.
I was good with the bald head,
Mm-hmm.
but the whole bald face still had me a little freaked out.
Okay.
So after a while,
Yes.
I was like, God said, you're fearfully and wonderfully made.
Mm.
So
Like
are
that.
you going to continue to let alopecia conquer you?
Mm.
Or are you going to conquer alopecia?
Wow.
And that's what I did. I said, you know what? I'm not drawing no more eyebrows on. I'm just going to, and I continue to walk in my freedom. And the bad part about it was, you know, the man that I was dating after I worked so hard to free myself, he tried to take me back down that alley.
Mm.
Like, I'm not ready to be seen with you like that. They're not going to be able to tell who's a man. And me, so in love, I went and got another wig. And I'm like, what are you doing? You can't allow somebody to take you back where you fought so hard to get. And I just basically told him, like, if you don't like me like this, that's your problem.
Problem, right.
And if you don't want to be seen with me like this, that's your problem. Because I'm good as a bold woman. You need to deal with your own insecurities. So, you know, that situation ended. And I linked up with a lot of other women who share the same thing that I'm going through. So they know if I ever felt down or ever felt a sort of way, they know how to encourage me because they right there with me. We all had different kinds of alopecia, but we had alopecia.
Okay. That is very well understood. I'm so happy
So,
that you are aware where I can say, like, you're not gonna let nobody hinder you or go left or make a U-turn again because you're straightforward, you know. And that's a blessing. Whoever's watching this, like,
yeah,
you are truly encouragement for those that's listening because we don't know everybody's situation, but there's probably people that are making U-turns that's putting back on wigs or whatever because they can't embrace the reality of what it is, or they worrying about the next person opinion or their body language, how they look at them, and you just soak it up and say, you know what, I know who I am in the mirror. I know my worth. I know what I can accomplish. I know what my future is in that sort of nature, you know what I'm saying? And I look up to you for that, because that's a blessing. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're
thank
truly
you.
someone to look up to, as well as that, because that can happen to anyone, and the outcome
Yeah,
is that you're not losing, you're winning.
right. You know,
That's a
alopecia
straight up.
doesn't discriminate.
Right.
Alopecia doesn't discriminate. It can happen to anybody at
Right.
any time. I
Time.
lost my
Right.
hair at 48. I didn't struggle like a lot of people have for like 20 years
Plus.
and you know all of these years, but emotionally it has the same impact. It makes you feel shame, it makes you feel less than. And I believe that because of the slap, the Will Smith slap, it has opened the door for everyone to have that conversation, because a lot of people don't know the emotional impact it has on you.
Mm-hmm.
People kill themselves because they have alopecia.
Right. That is so true. I even seen the document. I even seen the testimony about the lady who had alopecia, and she just took the energy and became not a physician, but she came like a doctor, just to teach others how to embrace, how to go to the dermatologist, how to get psychiatric help if you need it, or therapist, and don't kill yourself. you know, and that type of nature. And if I have it and I can do this and I can help you embrace that, then there's a journey for you, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, wow, that's deep, you know, and that's lovable. She didn't say
This is
go
a
this way,
journey
go
for
that way.
Mhm.
Right.
It's a journey for everybody. Anybody that's in this situation and has this issue with hair loss, and the difference is like men, they have alopecia, but a man will just shave his hair off and go bald. You know, like that bald spot they be having right there.
In
That's
time.
catamel baldness.
Uh,
And that's a part of alopecia.
right.
When men be having that George Jefferson,
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, when they have that hair going right here, but they have hair on the side,
Right.
that's a form of alopecia.
Alopecia. Oh, okay. Wow. For those that don't know and those that are watching now, the topic is called alopecia, and we talk about all the stages of alopecia, and this could affect men and ladies. And we just want everyone to be encouraged, and we want to be informed, and we don't want y'all to feel discouraged if you're going through the same thing. We want to encourage y'all. We want to make y'all feel that you are loved. There's people for you to talk to out here. There's so much more resources now for people in that type of nature. And this is a great platform. And I'm so happy to have the one and only special guest, Angie Davis, to enlighten us and tell us all about alopecia and her best of her knowledge, breaking it down of whatever she's been through and whatever she has to say. This is like so, I'm just like, oh my God, this is a blessing, because one thing you did say too is this like Will Smith slapped Chris Rock due to him talking about his wife, right?
G.I. Jane. G.I. Jane.
I gotta watch it more. But if that was the fact that he did that for, I think that he was correct, because you don't want to, I guess, speak about something, you know what I'm saying? So now I feel more enlightened, because I didn't know the situation, but I just seen the entertainment of it.
This is my view on it. That slap that happened, it wasn't because of what he said to Jada. It was because they live in a public eye, and all the stuff that has been going on, his emotions, he allowed his emotions to get in the way. Because any real man would have been like, I'm gonna see you on the side. But when you allow your emotions to take over, it can put you in a bad place. And that's what happened. You know, everyone tried to say, oh yeah, he was protecting her. And I feel like people that said that never had nobody to protect them. Because no real person, you, as long as it took blacks to be on the Oscars, to get awards, to get all of this, you really would do that in front of millions of people watching? Really? You just allowed your emotions to get away. But I'm glad it happened, because now we can kick in the door and keep people informed and keep people aware of the damage that alopecia does cause to people self-esteem.
Right, period.
How even children, our babies that have alopecia are being teased, bullied, they're committing suicide and everything. And this is why I go so hard to keep people informed, to let them know, like, this is not a game.
No. And it's so damaging. Right. Very true, you know. And I'm just so happy that we can speak about this for the next generation, for those that might come across and don't have to feel like they gotta hide. Because when you start to hide, that's when you get stress, paranoia. You don't want to be talking to nobody, which is usually our normal. We love to talk to people. So imagine you just like, damn, I don't want to talk to no one today. Then that keep going on and on. Then you just like, I don't know what to say today, tomorrow, or the next month, because you're so locked in now and you're worried about everybody else, little opinion or whatever it may be. But you alone is like a blessing, because you not only felt the rain, you also see the sunshine, you know what I'm saying? So therefore you have both, but you just want to make it is what it is, you know?
Right. I
Right.
went through the valley of the emotions, the, self-sabotage, all the things that I thought about myself, to now I'm victorious because I am going to keep coming. I'm going to keep telling a story. I'm going to keep people informed. I'm going to keep telling people how you tease people in this situation. You really don't even know the effect that it has on them.
And there's so much we could
And
take.
then, right, right. And I would say for me, when my hair fell out, I did a lot of research on why. So I have thyroid disease. I have the Hashimoto thyroid, and that's one of the triggers of why my hair started to fall out. And stress was the boom that made everything say bye-bye. So there's, alopecia, lupus, cancer, I forgot the celiac, and there are other diseases. They're all under the umbrella of autoimmune. But it also opens the door for you to have other autoimmune. There's people that have 6 different autoimmune diseases.
You're shutting down.
So, right. And they have to take medication and they have to stay on top of it. I thank God that I only have thyroid. So there's medicines that cause alopecia. You can have chemo-induced alopecia from the chemotherapy and makes your hair fall out.
Radiation.
Some people, some people hair will grow back and then some won't.
Right. Because like your immune system is overloading.
Your immune system is looking like, that's foreign. Let's attack that. Right. But in the midst of it attacking, it's only eating your follicles.
Fast. But in time.
Yep. So it can happen. Some people, you'll probably see people that have the hair missing right here on their edges. Alopecia. And then scarring alopecia happens from, years of wearing those tight braids you get done from the Africans. And when you start seeing the pus bumps, it's killing the follicle from underneath the skin.
Wow. Oh, the little whiteheads.
Right.
Right.
It's starting to kill the follicles underneath the skin. Because if you really look at women that have worn braids for a long time, all the edges is gone. It's light. And I'm just saying, those are the things to pay attention to when you see it. Or if you see even a man that have a bald spot in their beard, alopecia.
Alopecia. Wow.
And there's just so many things that you could look at. A bald spot, that's automatic. You look at, like, unless they have like ringworms or something, but that's alopecia.
Alopecia. Wow. For those that's tuning in, this is the one and only TIMTVNYC 24 hours with the one and only special guest of the night. Her name is Angie Davis, hometown, New York City, Brooklyn, stand up. The topic is called alopecia, and we're talking about all the levels and how we can embrace it and encourage others that may be going through it, or how we could just say, don't hurt yourself, just embrace it and go forward with life. However we could do this, we're going to make a statement tonight to just keep everyone positive, let them know that alopecia is not the end of the world. It can happen to anyone, kids, men or ladies, the elderly or whatever, and this is something that's continually happening in the world. And a lot of people just started to get on to know what alopecia is during that Will Smith and Chris Rock situation. And for those that don't know what alopecia is, we're breaking it down to y'all in our segment of tonight with our best knowledge that we have. And once again, our special guest of the night is the one and only Angie Davis. And it's an honor, it's an honor, it's an honor. Alopecia is not just something for the African Americans. It happens to white people, Indians, Russians, Caribbean, whatever you can name, all cultures. So don't think it's, oh, I'm black, oh my God, it's going to happen only to, it happens to all cultures, whoever's watching this. So just be enlightened for the knowledge that you will listen to tonight and just embrace it, sponge it in. You could do your own research after the interview. And if you have any comments, y'all could definitely hit us up and say, yo, fire interview, whatever, okay? Whoever's watching, we appreciate y'all, we appreciate y'all, we appreciate y'all. Once again, the special guest of the night is Angie Davis. Topic, alopecia, and the show is called TIMTVNYC 24 Hours.
Yep.
So let me ask you a question. Did you have to go to the dermatologist or anything like that of that nature, or?
In order for you to find out what kind of alopecia you have, it is best that you go to the dermatologist. Because the doctor, the regular doctor, he has knowledge of it, but he'll tell you something that's wrong.
Wow.
So I tell anybody, if your hair is shedding like in crazy amounts, to really go see a dermatologist.
Period.
Period.
Period. Don't be ashamed, y'all. Never be ashamed, because I got to keep it 100. Some of us be ashamed to go to get help. And when we have elderly, they say it was always take a village to raise a kid. If you know someone older than you, say, hey, just go get checked up. It's not the end of the world. It's for your better growth, for the better future of you. You're a seed. You're a seed to grow as a plant. You're a seed to grow.
Right.
So someone say,
it's not
hey,
like
just go.
Sick.
Yeah.
You're
or
not
whatever.
sick.
Right.
Your hair falling out.
Right. You're right. Whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? So for those that are going through alopecia or have a family member going through, just encourage, just embrace it. Just say, yeah, I'm gonna go to the dermatologist, get it over with, learn about it, see how I can handle it. You know what I'm saying? And whatever it is, what it is, and I'm gonna do my best. But don't run away, because then you just procrastinate. You know what I'm saying? So for those who are watching, don't run away. Just take care of it. Just like us men be having the cancer in the stomach, or you know, us men go through so much because we wait the last time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm so happy that we're in a different generation now where we want to go to hospitals, doctors, specialists, and see what's going on in our insides, outsides, and whatever. Because before it was just what? We check on our chest, or we coming back home, we call it a day.
I'm good.
Yeah, but now it's so much more. Got your feet, your face, your fingers, your body, your lungs, your liver, your kidney, your heart, your brain, whatever. You know, so we got so much more to embrace now. You know what I'm saying? And knowledge is everlasting, so we always got to check up on ourselves. You know?
Yeah, you do.
Always got to check up on ourselves. So let me ask you another question. Can alopecia spread from one person to another?
No.
No.
It's not
a lot of people ask that, like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, they would think that. Is it? You know, the question that I got was, "Are you okay?" I'm fine. Oh, and you know, they always associate cancer with baldness. So people like, you're not sick, right? No, I'm perfectly fine. I'm just bored.
And living my life. For those that don't know, my other question is, what does alopecia affect the most?
Your hair.
Yeah.
That's it.
Period. All the
And your
follicles.
self-esteem. It affects your hair, the first thing. But it affects your self-esteem, your self-worth. You'll feel embarrassed. You're gonna feel shame. You're gonna feel like it's over.
Wow. When you was in that time, as you explained how you embraced it, did you ever feel like, nah, this ain't the way? Or did you feel more like, yo, I can get over this. I know I got this.
In the beginning, no, I wanted to hide. I didn't want anybody to see me. I didn't want anyone to see me. But when I was going through my journey, I would always ask God, why me? Why? But when I was at the point of freedom, I said, why not you? Why God can't use you?
To speak to others.
Right, because there's so many people who struggle. And I mean, it's bad. I'm in some alopecia support groups and I listen to the women. especially the younger people. I believe that they get it the worst because, you know, they're young, they're in their prime, they want to go out and have fun. But now I have this thing that's preventing me from living a life. They feel that they can't live life bold, but you can.
But you can, right,
You
right.
can, and you can be happy. But I think that the stigma of what people consider to be beautiful. If you don't
And I
have hair, you're not beautiful.
right, and I think that is such we as well, first of all, we got to talk about our culture. So we as the culture where we started off growing our hair, then somehow we got lost about wearing weave and wigs. I don't know where we got lost at, where natural is natural, you know what I'm saying? So now it's like we in a generation where bald is accepted because it's part of life, you know what I'm saying? And we just have to embrace these type of things. We can't be so judgmental. Oh, why your hair not longer than mine? We're not on the same time. People gotta understand that we
But
not
you
on the same
know,
time path. We not.
but you know,
People be like
women
that.
are
Like,
catty.
how dare you ask me that? Like, you know, yeah, catty. Whatever. Yeah.
Women are catty.
Yeah.
So you know, it's the because I can wear 30 inches, but you can have 30 inches of hair and have a low self-esteem.
Mm.
You know, you can have all that and still feel low.
Right.
You know, you have that to cover something up. And just like me, I had it to cover up, you know, I still had insecurities I needed to deal with. I had brokenness I needed to deal with. And because of alopecia, it helped me to deal with those things. You know, yeah, it helped me to deal with the things that was laying dormant inside me. But it all came up like you can have scars and you cover them up with band-aids. But when this happened, all the band-aids just was like, boom, they just blew off.
Period.
And it made me deal with what was going on inside of me.
Wow. Wow.
That inner work that you need to do before you could be free from anything. And I mean, not only hair loss, but it's other things that have happened to us in childhood and everything. It affects us as we get older.
Right.
And that thing made me deal with a lot. You know, so I turned something that I thought was a tragedy and I triumphed over it. I was like, no.
Period. Another question too. Can people grow their hair back from alopecia?
Ooh.
For those that don't know?
Okay. Well, they just came out with a new drug. I don't know what it is, but I know they did.
The steroid?
They have some type of steroid.
Okay.
They have steroid creams, steroid injections, but your hair could fully grow back in.
Right.
And fall right back out.
Mm.
So you can spend, I know my medical coverage didn't cover steroid shots. I knew that I wasn't going to take steroid shots because I've seen the side effects it's had on other people. Not me. I would rather deal with this than have somebody shooting some steroids in my head. And I heard it's very painful. And it has a lot of side effects. And it makes you fat. So you know, I didn't want that.
Right. Is there any, to your best of knowledge, is there any home remedies that can cure alopecia? Or is anybody working on it or anything like that, to your knowledge?
Well, from what I understand, I follow a herbalist. And there's a lot of oils that you can mix together that could possibly work. But you really have to change your diet.
Your diet.
Your diet, you have to change your diet altogether. You have to eat clean to clean out your gut, to clean out your entire system.
Wow. Wow. And what's that like? That's like what, just going straight fruits and vegetables, or more like water
Basically,
and just veggies?
You have to drink a lot of water. You have to eat a lot of greens, a lot of fruit. You have to.
Mm.
And you have to do this for a very long time.
So in other words, too, like alopecia can make you more aware of what foods to eat healthier.
No, alopecia doesn't make you aware of that, but you hear stories of people who have completely changed their diet, gluten-free, no fried food, none of
Pork,
that,
no pork in the yeah, right.
no pork, no nothing, just a straight clean diet.
Mm.
And you've seen some success where they here have grown back in. But me, I like this life.
Yes, you're very beautiful. Right, right.
I
Glowing.
love it. If my hair started growing back, I'm shaving it off because I don't have to do anything. You know, I tattoo my eyebrows. I put a little makeup on over my eye because I don't have eyelashes.
Okay.
But there's days where I won't do it.
Right.
And I'll go out with no eyelashes and I'm comfortable.
Comfortable. As long as you know who you are. Right.
I know who I am.
Was there any time that you had like anybody like when you were taking showers in the beginning, like your hair was falling on the showers? Or it was more like on your pillows or more like?
Nope.
Okay.
It was just one day I was combing my hair because I had let it grow long on the top. I was just combing it and it was just like shedding really bad.
Mm.
So that's why I had put the weave on it. It's like, I was like, maybe if I just leave it alone, you know, it'll stop falling out. That was, my hair was like, honey, we're going, we're leaving.
So is there any like, so do you have to put any cream on your head when you wake up in the morning, or you just let it breathe?
You don't have to do anything. I mean, I put oil on my scalp because just as anything, your skin gets dry.
Right, right,
So I
right.
do put oil on my scalp, but other than that, no.
Okay.
I don't have to worry about anything anymore. I don't have to shave. I don't have to wax. I don't have to do nothing.
Mm. And does it change like your temperature, your showers, anything like that, or just regular? Okay, that's a blessing.
You're just good. Nothing sensitive. I don't have any skin sensitivities or anything like that. It's just I'm bald. That's it.
Right. Anything to the sun, like no sun, can't be in the sun too long?
I mean, you do have to protect your head in the sun.
Okay.
So if I choose to go out bald in the sun, like down here it's like 100 degrees. So I put sunscreen on, SP50, or I put on a hat.
The best ones, right? Right.
So you have to protect your skin.
Wow, that is so real. That is so real. Is there anyone in your family that has the same thing that you're going through, or is more like your friends so far? Or
There are a couple of my family members who deal with alopecia, and they are not ready to be where I am. But I know that what I'm doing is it has an impact on them, because at one point no one would say anything, but now if I say something or I do a live, they'll say something, and I'm like, and don't get me wrong, I don't knock anyone who decides to wear wig. I don't. But all I want you to know that you can be free.
Free. Keyword free, free. Right.
Right. You
love
don't
yourself.
Right. You can love yourself to where you can have one of those days where I don't care what people think and I don't care how people look at me. I'm me. And I always say, like, if there weren't any wigs, what would you do?
What would you do? Right. Wigs, hats, whatever. We just want, what would you do? Right.
What would you do?
Right.
Would you stay in the house? Would you never come outside because you have this issue? What would you do?
Right. That's a big question too. Like, how would you come back? Right. Right.
And I think that's probably the biggest question that everybody's trying to figure out. What should I do once they find out it is what it is, and how can they get back to the question? I think too is there a normal life once you find out you have alopecia?
No, it's not normal. You go through 1,000 emotions. You go through 1,000 emotions. You're like, oh my God. You know how you have braids. So just imagine all of a sudden there's a big bald spot in your head.
Right.
How would that make you feel?
Definitely. It make you alarmed, and then it definitely make me alarmed, right?
So as that one bald spot starts to spread from here to there, to there, to there. Now your emotions are like at 100 because you're like, what is going on? Why is my hair falling out? You're going to start to feel like, you're not going to shave your hair off right away. Why? Because you think that is a chance that it's going to grow back. So what you going to do? You're going to get that fitted and hide.
And your hair can't breathe through no fitting.
And the bad thing about it is that fear and everything that sets in causes stress.
And that's worse.
Yes.
Oof. Wow. So another thing too is that even though it's hard to dodge stress because you don't know where it's going to come from, but how do you say, shake your shoulders, or I already today, today, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to hear that right there. Or like,
because I have alopecia and because I know that it opens me up for other autoimmune diseases, I stay away from anything that will disturb my peace. Especially now, I'm over 50. So my peace is everything.
Right.
And I don't go near anything that will disturb that.
Right. I love how you said that.
When you stay away from stress and all those things that'll get you like, you good.
Right.
And the best thing that anybody can ever do that is in their journey of hair loss is you have to learn to accept the inevitable of what can happen when you find your first bald spot, because you never think that it will turn into this. But as the spots start to get larger and you start to lose more hair, you have to learn to accept that this is what's going to happen. And the sooner I accept it, I can begin the journey to healing. Because if you don't accept it, you're always going to freak out, hide, and have all of these emotions that will continue to just make your hair fall out even more.
Right. So alopecia so a question like this, I could say like, alopecia starts from the head all the way down, or more like for the levels?
It starts, look, you can see a bald spot in your beard, a bald spot, wherever you have hair.
Right.
If you see a bald spot,
right,
it could be on your body, anywhere.
That's the beginning.
That's alopecia areata.
Right.
And when it gets more advanced, you can either have the missing edges, CCCA. You can have the bald spot in the middle, androgenetic, pattern male baldness, because some of the names that they give alopecia are 2 in 1.
Right. So you know which form it is.
It could be one thing, but it has 2 different ways of how the hair fell out. So androgenetic and pattern male baldness are the same. It's scarring alopecia, CCCA alopecia, alopecia totalis, alopecia universalis, chemo-induced ophthalmophasis alopecia. There's so many different names. Whether your hair starts to fall out from the back up, that's ophthalmophasis alopecia. So it's different ways. Like I tell anybody, I have the alopecia with the perks. Because everybody, a lot of people I know still have to shave. They still have to shave the little hairs that grow in. I don't have to do any of that. So it's like you accept it and then you can move on to your journey of healing.
Wow.
Because it's a lot that you're going to go through, like all different kinds of emotions.
Right. So, cause some people might think, all right, I lost my hair. Then what's next for a female? Female, what they got hair, underarms, and the private part, whatever, and then whatever. Or if they got body hair, whatever, then they might think everything's going to go off. Or is it more like this might be the first step, and that's that. But until you go to the dermatologist, that they could give you more information of where it starts and where it might end up at.
Well, mine started on the top. Then my eyelashes and eyebrows started falling out at the same time, but my eyelashes were gone before my eyebrows. I had a mustache, and then my mustache fell out. And then I started to examine my body like, wait a minute. Looked under my arms, hair was gone. I used to get hair on my chin, gone. Looked at my legs, gone. Looked at my private area, gone.
Wow.
So they call it universalis, but I think they should just call it universal because it takes out everything.
That's the main one.
That's the universalis.
Universalis, right?
See, like when you have areata totalis and patellal baldness, you still have hair on the rest of your body.
Right.
You still have underarm hair, eyelashes, and all that. Mine just took out everything.
You beautiful though, like that. You definitely beautiful. Like nice smile, everything. I'm so proud of you. Like you're not like in your cloudy days. Like you're definitely shining. You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
and I try to keep it that way.
Right.
I try to keep it that way.
So do you have to stay away from sugary stuff and all that good stuff? Because I know ladies like to have their days where they just want to indulge, eat some chocolate.
Everybody needs to stay away from sugar. Sugar is more addictive than cocaine.
That's very true. I did see article.
So, and I'm borderline diabetic.
Okay.
So, I don't drink soda. I don't drink fruit juice.
Fructose and all that good stuff, right?
I don't do none of that.
None of that,
I
right.
don't. In my freezer, you won't see no meat, like no red meat. I may eat meat or chicken like once a month. I eat more fruits and vegetables. I don't have bread, rice, and oil, none of that stuff here.
Can you enlighten me just to say like what fruits should we eat and what fruits shouldn't we eat? Because I'm just learning there's a lot of fake veggies and stuff like that we should not eat. But as kids,
because of that whole Dr. Sabi thing.
But as kids, we was eating it up, you know. So knowledge is everlasting.
They always say if it doesn't have a seed, it's not good.
Wow.
They say if it doesn't have a seed, because if it doesn't have a seed, how did it grow?
That leads it to be like man-made then. Genetics and all that, right? Wow. Because I'm seeing now too, like carrots and all that stuff and corn. You shouldn't really indulge in that.
Corn, definitely. I don't eat. Corn causes inflammation.
Yeah, that's like swelling, I believe, right? Just like milk
in your body, yes, causes inflammation.
Right. And a lot of people don't know that because I be like, and I'm learning that as well. I'm not bragging and nothing like that because I like to eat food, but when you are willing to learn you definitely would change your eating habits. And I started changing my eating habits, and I'm so proud to say that. And I'm not bashing nothing like that, but us people, we just have to read more, learn more, and we'll do better. You know what I'm saying? We just it's steps to this thing, you know.
But you know, it's not that you're even bashing. You're spreading information. You're giving out information. So it's not bashing. I think, like the Bible says, people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge.
Knowledge, right, right.
If you don't know, how could you make changes? And I mean, just like everybody knows what's right from wrong. So why do you not make the changes that you need to be well?
Right, to better
I
yourself.
know people with diabetes that still want to eat all that sugar. And I'm looking at them like, do you know what diabetes do to you? Like, do you know? Kidney failure, heart issues, renal failure, blind, can't walk. Like, why would you want to continue to do that when you already know you're sick?
Right.
That's like, you know, people that have asthma, like me, they smoke. Like, are you kidding me? You're killing yourself. Even though they say marijuana helps asthma. I used to smoke weed. It made my asthma bother me more. And I guess it has a different effect on everyone's system.
Right. Okay.
I knew that I couldn't do it because it didn't help me. Yeah, but I just want to say this too. Anybody that has alopecia, like your family member, friend, or anything, don't look at them and say, it's just hair. Don't crack little jokes calling them bald-headed, because that hurts. That hurts. They may laugh and kiki, but it hurts. Those words hurt because you don't know where they are in their journey of having that. I've also created a group called the Baldy Babes. It's for people who have alopecia, a comfortable, a safe space for them to come and express how they feel so we can love on them and empower them in any way that we can. I am also the co-founder of the Bold and Beautiful Alopecia Foundation. We stand for the same thing.
Big shout out, big shout outs.
We are here to empower people that you can be free. You don't have to stay in bondage. You don't have to stay bound to fear. You don't have to do any of that.
Right.
And this is what we're here to do.
Right. Right. That is so true. That is so true. Like alopecia is like such a wonderful topic, just to let everyone know that there's a better future for us. Like, you know, don't give up. Don't hide yourself, because people that have cancer, they want to still go outside. They still want to enjoy life. They're not like, they don't want to hide. So it's whatever it may be, you know what I'm saying? Whatever symptoms that people have in this world, just live your life to the fullest. Whoever's watching this, still be who you are. When you look in the mirror, don't feel no doubt, no guilt, because God knows our beginning and end. You know what I'm saying? So we're here for a reason.
He knows the beginning and the end.
Right.
And he always say, don't worry about your life. What you gonna eat, what you gonna drink, or what you gonna put on. Let today worry about today, and tomorrow worry about itself. And that's how I live my life, like that.
Wow. Because all that other stuff to do is just stress. Oh, I don't got this. I don't got it right now. But tomorrow I'm going to make it happen. Nah, that's like, I like how you broke that down. It is what it is. And when that day comes, you'll be on.
That's
you
when
know what to do.
You live your life day by day.
Right.
And that's what I do. Living with alopecia is a day by day. You know, I cry sometimes because I know where I came from. And I'm happy that I made it through and I didn't allow it to destroy me.
Yes.
Like I see it do so many people.
Some people, right. You are definitely a statue that people will say, yo, she, you know what I'm saying? Like she's stepping up. She's not hiding. She's making foundations and she's trying to be the resource for to help others. You know what I'm saying? And that's good that your knowledge is not stingy like other people would do, like, you know, because knowledge is wisdom and wisdom understanding. And once you got that, you're
Knowledge
good.
is
'Cause
power.
power, you know. So
And there's power in numbers.
very true. Very true. Very, very true. And for those that's
Yep.
tuning in, the topic is called Alopecia. The wonderful guest, Angie Davis. The show is called TIMTV NYC 24 Hours. And this is a powerful interview. I'm so happy. I feel a change in me. I feel like I'm learning, you know, which we should always do. You know what I'm saying? Each one teach one. That's a very true
Yes.
saying.
That's very important.
Very true. Yes, very important. And just because we're Black doesn't mean that like our days is over. Like we can embrace things and keep it going. Like we shouldn't be hiding or nothing like that. We should just keep focused and say, you know what, someone out here is going to encourage me, or
Right.
let me encourage myself first, or something. You know what I'm saying? And then whatever happens will happen.
You're right.
And I'm happy that you're opening doors for others, making these resources available for less fortunate, or just uplifting others through a text message or a messenger or whatever you do to get their attention to say, hey, I got this going on and let me help you embrace what you have going on, and this is X, Y, and Z, is what you need to do in that nature, more than you just
Yeah, I
saying,
tell anybody that I come in contact with that has alopecia, I always ask them, how you doing with it? Where you at in your journey?
Right.
If you need help, I'm here.
Mm.
If you need a hug, if you need to cry, I'm here.
Right.
I got you. Because I know that you need encouragement to get through. You really do need encouragement to get through.
A lot of people,
But
I've seen a documentary too, like therapists and psychiatrists, they're willing to talk to people with alopecia during their time of needs because they don't want to commit suicide. They don't want them to hurt others because they got pain inside of them, and they don't want them to feel like there's no tomorrow. So that's why their resources are out there, and I'm just happy that you have your own resources that could bring to the table to say, hey, I'm about to Google Angie Davis because she got this going on. That's a blessing right there in itself, you know?
yeah, come see me.
Right.
I mean, I've helped women who were scared to finally say, you know, I watched your live. Oh my God, I was looking for you. You haven't been on it so long. Let me tell you what I did. My husband hasn't seen my head in 7 years because I kept hiding. I would go to bed with my wig on. He finally saw me and he kissed me on my head. And now he helps me shave my hair off. And oh my God, Angie, because of your, you know, the impact that you had on me on your live, after 10 years, I've decided to allow my family to see me like this. That makes my heart glad.
Right.
And I know that I have to keep coming.
Keep coming, right.
I have to keep sharing. I have to keep informing, empowering. And I'm going to keep telling my story because it's going to help somebody.
Yes. And you see it, you see it, you see the fruits you're bearing, you know? Right. And that's a blessing too. We as people, we've got to plant seeds. We have to plant seeds and bless others and not be stingy, because all that doing is, like you said, it brings stress and all that type of things. Like me, I love to teach, learn, and encourage others in that type of nature. And whatever happens, happens. You know what I'm saying? That's just me.
That's right.
All right.
Keep planting seeds. Seeds grow.
Right. Right. Harvest, got to harvest.
You'll have a harvest after a while.
Right. That's what we have to do. We got to harvest and encourage others, because that's what it's all about, planting seeds and embracing.
Yep.
Right.
Encouraging and empowering.
Right.
That's what I'm about.
So I have some few more questions. So let me see. Someone wants to know, how long is treatment needed for alopecia?
Man. Treatment could go on for years. Treatment could go on for years. I know that when you get the steroid injections, they have to shoot you in your entire head. So you have to keep going back. You have to keep going back to get those injections. And sometimes you may not even get results.
Wow. Wow. Is steroids the first thing they would offer, or is that just something that they have to just do?
Steroids is the first thing the dermatologist will offer you. It'll be in the form of a cream, of a shot, of a pill. That's the first thing they offer.
And they all come with effects and things of that nature.
Side effects, yes.
Side effects. Okay. For those that are watching, and when you say cream, they be like, "Oh, that ain't that bad, just cream." But what more? But what more can you say about that part? More than
I'm
the needle.
not putting none of that on me. I'm sorry.
Okay.
You know, I have friends in India that have alopecia. And they posted pictures of themselves when they took the steroids. They gained so much weight. And they said they had to stop.
Oh, so that's a good question. So you know how some medication you can't stop because your kidneys or whatever, because you got to keep that balance. So for those that start off with steroid shots, you have the option to say, I'm good, or I had enough. Or is that more like gambling your life? Or
I think that with taking those things, once they start to see results, they'll either stop after they start seeing their hair grow back, or they'll get tired of not seeing the results and stop. Because you can definitely get results, but then sometimes you don't. There are people who said, I've been taking these steroid shots and my hair still won't grow.
So you have to have health insurance in order to deal with this alopecia, or is it more like, hey, come to my office and we'll handle it? It's a free organized. Is there anything like that out here? Oh,
no.
Wow.
Those to me, this is my opinion, I believe that some medications that are created are for those who can afford it. And some medications are just for those who, okay, I could give you a trial of this, but then after that, you have to pay for it. And it's not cheap. Like steroid shots run between $150 to $300 per shot.
Wow.
So just imagine how much treatments you need, and just think about all the money that you're spending because you're scared for nobody to see you without hair.
Right.
You know, like I think about all the money that I spent on hair and wigs. Waste. Because now my wigs sit in a corner and in a box because I don't even wear it.
Right.
Thousands of dollars spent on hair.
Yeah. You're so beautiful too. That is such a blessing. What someone said, what's the risk and side effects?
The risks and side effects of what?
What's the risk and the side effects of the medications?
You gain weight. It may trigger something else in your body. But like some of the long-term effect can bother your kidneys, bother your liver. So I say that you go through all of that for hair.
Wow.
To end up losing your life
Life, right, right.
because you want hair?
So
Now,
another
do I
question,
knock anybody that want to do it? No.
right? Another thing too that you were talking about the natural remedies and stuff like that. Is that something that they don't want us to know about, or it's more like one of those government things where you think like, yo, they don't want everything, and they want us to pay more than.
Now, if you just think about it,
Mm,
you have a natural remedy that you could spend
whatever.
$150 on,
Mm,
opposed to Big Pharma, who wants to charge you between $100 to $1,000 for a treatment that you have to continue to get. So which one would you pick? The one that
right,
you're going to spend the least money on, which
right.
is least healthier for you. So do you really think Big Pharma wants to lose money
Mm,
when they can capitalize on people's insecurities?
wow.
And I don't I don't have an issue with people who do cover up, but just like anything else, you have beauticians who capitalize on people's insecurities,
Right. To make it look better.
charging them $600, $1,000
Mm,
for a hairpiece.
yeah, glue it on, whatever. I seen it. Right, right. Which comes off eventually.
And that glue that you putting on your skin that goes into your system.
Mm, talk about it. Right. See, a lot of people don't think about that. They don't get in debt with it because they just think it's just glue. But it's in your
No, they think
pores, your
it's
system.
it's pretty.
Hmm.
Yeah. I don't
Wow.
put anything on my skin that's not meant for it.
Right, right. Do you sweat more or is it more like the same?
See, when you have hair, your hair catches the sweat. Now it's like the sweat just pours into your face. And the only thing that really bothers me about not having eyelashes is that the sweat just immediately goes into my eyes and it burns because I
Okay.
don't have anything protecting
And
my
stuff.
eyes but my glasses.
Right, right. Does the alopecia do our nose hairs as well down the
I
line
don't,
or,
I
or
tell you,
every
everything is gone.
huh?
Everything is gone. Everything. I don't
Okay.
have no hair in my nose, nothing.
Okay. For those that want to
It
know,
takes
because
everything.
right. I wanted to know does it like because these are the out stuff, but inside, does that
Inside my nose, you can see, when I look in the mirror, you can see straight up in my nose.
mm,
I don't have any hair, nowhere.
okay. Okay. So
I had grew like a strand of hair right there, and all I could do was laugh.
okay. Off the rip, like yo, it's still there.
All I could do was laugh. I was like, really?
He's like, really? Yeah, something. Right. Until
And I
then.
just plucked it right out and kept going.
Wow. That's a blessing. So far, do you see any hair growing far as on the top lately or anything in that nature?
Last year I had like a couple of strands grew in. It fell
Okay.
back out.
Okay. Okay. So your diet right now is just straight fruits, vegetables, and water, as I believe.
Yeah, for the most of the time I make like blueberry shakes,
That sounds good. Okay, some blueberry
smoothies.
shakes,
I use
antioxidants.
avocado, almond milk. I don't drink milk
You said
unless that one time. Almond
almond
milk,
milk. Okay, okay.
the
And what does
unsweet
that
one.
what does that do? The almond milk do for us?
Nothing is just better than milk.
It's better than milk. Whole milk and all type of milk you mean. Oh,
I don't drink
okay,
no.
okay.
The only time I do buy 2% milk is if I want to eat some Cocoa Pebbles.
Okay, got to treat yourself. Upright. I feel you. I feel you. That's one of my
And then
top cereals.
I'll eat 2 bowls of Cocoa Pebbles and pour the rest of the milk out. I won't eat it. I don't
Okay,
drink it, nothing. I
right.
just eat it with the cereal and that's it.
That's it. Okay. And you say you stay away from all breads and stuff like that nature?
Like bread, like you know how you go to somebody's house to see bread? I don't buy bread.
Not even wheat bread or nothing. Oh, okay.
I used to eat multi-grain, but I need to have like a gluten-free diet.
Anything like coconut water is good for you, or?
I look at how much sugar it has in it.
Okay. Right, due to the diabetics of
Right.
the
So
inflammation.
most of the time I drink a lot of water, and then I get this I buy the sparkling water.
Sparkling water, any
Like
brand
seltzer
specific?
water, because it still gives
Seltzer
you that
water.
like soda.
Okay. The acidy taste.
Right.
Right.
But other than that, no juice, no nothing.
Okay. That's good to hear. So salads is the main thing as far as veggies? With no salad dressing?
Romaine lettuce, chard, arugula, spinach is what I use for salad.
And what dressing is preferred or none or?
You can make you can use avocado with some olive oil. You could put, pepper. I use pink Himalayan salt.
The ground one.
Blend it. Or you could buy it in the bag, but I blend it and you can make salad dressing out of that.
Wow. See, that's knowledge is real. I like that. Cause you got your set. You're like, all right, I know how to handle this. I got this today. I'm eat good today. So let people know that you can still eat good.
Like today's Friday. I had Chick-fil-A.
I haven't had Chick-fil-A. Oh my God, I want to try it.
Really? Oh my!
Yeah, I
live near Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, I want to try it. Everybody
You
on my
never
side.
had Chick-fil-A?
No, I haven't had it yet. No, I haven't had it. Not yet. It's the talk of
Where
the
you
town.
live?
I'm in New York right now, but when I had my first son, I was in Atlantic City, and I used to drive past Walmart and all that. I said, damn, that line is so long. We always want to get on the line, but the line is like
No,
around
but let me tell you something.
crazy.
Chick-fil-A line moves fast.
Oh, every time we're like, yo, I want to go there. Line is around the corner in Atlantic City. Every time I'm like, yo, what's going on over there? Because I always go to the mall. Now they got the mall at Chick-fil-A. But I never got to eat there because the lines are so, the traffic.
Is
oh my God. I'm like, yo, they giving out autographs in there, what they doing? Because it's like.
No, Chick-fil-A is it.
I gotta try that. Anything specific to order that you like, or?
I just get a chicken sandwich.
Just ask for chicken sandwich. Okay.
You could get the chicken deluxe or the regular chicken sandwich. They grilled chicken wrap is excellent.
Everything's fresh.
It's good.
Good. Okay.
Chick-fil-A is just it. That's the only fast food I would eat.
All right, I'm definitely gonna try that. Since I'm in New York now, is there anyone I'm gonna Google it. Because I know you know.
There's only one in Manhattan. Oh, there's one downtown. I think it's near the Barclay. Did they put a Chick-fil-A near the Barclay?
I could Google it. So downtown Brooklyn.
Yeah, I think it's right next door to Shake Shack.
Shake Shack. Yeah, I did see. Oh, you said downtown Brooklyn. Okay, because I do see Shake Shack
near the Barclay.
Okay. Wow. Shit. So major salute to that. I gotta try that out. We're gonna come to you soon, Chick-fil-A. And what drinks they got? What drinks they got? Like lemonade, iced tea, water.
I drink soda water.
What is it called?
Soda water.
Soda water. Okay.
Like salsa water. That's it.
Okay. Any color, or does it more have to be like clear or
just plain?
Plain. Okay. See, I like that.
Yeah, because I leave that soda alone.
Right. Period.
Yeah.
Period. And a lot of people don't believe that soda could give you all type of things, like during the down the long run, like all type of stuff.
Diabetes.
Yeah, that's the main one too. Because it clogs up after a while, all that fructose and stuff.
Yep, and then Coca-Cola could clean the engine.
I've seen so much stuff about Coca-Cola, how it does, you put on top of a car, it'll burn it up.
Yeah.
And I heard the real color Coca-Cola is green.
And I used to drink that.
Yeah, I was like, sheesh.
I haven't had I haven't had no type of soda like that since 2016.
Wow.
I
I don't know
haven't
how
drank
we.
water out the faucet
Right.
since 2016.
Okay.
I drink only bottled water.
Wow. Cause your skin definitely glowing. Your smile, your teeth, everything white, shining, everything. They just salute. You're a prime example of you're restarting your life over
And take
on your
care of
own
myself.
path.
This
Right.
half of my life, I have to enjoy it. You know, once you turn 50, that's when a lot of stuff start happening, but I just take care of myself.
Right. I just turned 36, so I have to still take care and be
My
aware.
daughter's 33.
33. God bless. God bless. God bless the next generation. No.
And my son is 30.
30. Wow. Wow. See?
Yeah.
Blessings upon blessings. Yup. That is so true. So let me ask you some more questions because alopecia is definitely all over, and we just have to embrace it and let everybody know how can we help others embrace it and not feel like no one's listening, no one cares, because us people or people period, they do feel in this time of days you got war in Russia, Ukraine, so that's over there. Then you be like, dang, nobody pay attention to me. I'm going through this. But you got to realize people are watching other people. So I'm happy that you have what you have, and then people know that you can watch me because I'm here to help others.
Yeah, definitely. You just have to keep them encouraged. You have to keep them encouraged and let them know like you're still beautiful.
No
Even
matter
when
what.
they don't, no matter what, even when they don't think so.
Right.
You just keep them encouraged and let them know you can make it. It may be the end of your hair, but it's not the all be all. It's not the end of everything.
Right. And I think
It's
that's what
not.
people need. I think that's what people need to hear. It's not the end of the end. That's when people start to panic. Oh, I don't got it. What am I gonna do next? But take a breather. And I'm happy how you did it because I know it wasn't easy, but how you embraced it, it is what it is. Like I'm so happy that you can elaborate about that.
Yeah, you gotta speak life.
Speak life, right? Not death,
Or
life, right?
right, you gotta speak life because
But that tongue is
life and
powerful,
death is in the power of the tongue.
right?
So, and the Bible says also that as a man thinks, so is he. So if you think that you 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 think you worthless, you think like I said, the emotional impact of alopecia can tear anybody down, but it's up to the individual whether you're going to stay down or you're going to fight to come back up. And that's what you need to do. You need to fight to come back up.
Mm,
Because if you don't, you want to stay down here. I'm
right.
going to come
Period.
and help you, but I'm not going to go back down into the valley.
Where I just came from.
Right. Because,
Right.
when you try to help people, they just get so consumed, and some people want a pity party. They try to pull you back down to the valley. I'm not going back,
Doing
baby.
that, right. And
I'm
that's
going
what
to throw you
happy
that life. I'm going to throw you that life preserver, but it's up to you whether you want to
you
pull it
want
and
to
come
take it,
on.
right? Pull it or take it, right? Right.
Yeah.
And people like us, like I'm so happy that we could just what they used to say back then, you can't teach a horse how to drink water, but you can show them the water or whatever. That's what we
You
do.
can
We
bring
showing
a
you the
horse
water.
to the water, but you can't make them drink.
Right. No matter how cold it is. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And that's the truth. It is.
Right.
And that's just the same as people with alopecia. They'll sit there and want a pity party. Oh, mm-mm,
Mm.
mm-mm. I'm going to see where you at mentally.
Right.
I'm going to see if you want to be encouraged,
Right.
but I'm not going to baby you.
Right.
I'm going to meet you where you are. I'm going to encourage you like this is not it. But if you continue with the behavior of, oh my God, this is it, that means you want to stay there.
Stay there. Right. Period. No
And
growth.
everything happens in people's own time.
Right. Right.
Like you said, you have people that's been hiding for 20 years with alopecia.
Mm.
And then they just get to the point where like, I can't do this anymore.
Do you
I
feel
mean, it
like
didn't take me that long. It only took me a couple of months. I was like,
right.
no.
You feel like you got closer with your religion or found a new religion or something of that nature?
Well, I've always believed in God, but when some things happen, if you don't really trust God, you will allow the enemy will just rent so much space in your mind because you don't believe that God allowed me to go through this. Yeah, he did. He's not about sickness. He's not going to make you sick, but you're going to have trials because just as, things that we hold so precious to that really don't mean anything.
Mm.
When that thing gets taken away,
Right.
like when I had my hair, I wore all these different hairstyles. I could color it any color, green, blue, whatever, and shave it off, grow it back, shave it off and grow it back. But then when that thing fall out and it's not gonna grow back,
But right.
it's a whole different feeling.
Feeling.
And people always be like, it's just hair. You saying that because you have a head full of hair.
Very true. Until they go through it themselves, it's a different
Right. How could you tell
suggestions.
me it's just hair when you have a head full and I'm bald?
Right. Like how can you resort, you know what I'm saying? People just be talking till they, you know what I'm saying? Like, wait, hold up. You're not even going through what I'm going through, so I don't
Right.
want to hear that right now.
You
just
you
talking.
not walking in these shoes right here.
Right. Yeah. You can't fit
Yeah.
my shoes right now. Because you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Right, period. So another question we have over here, let's see. Do you feel your hair loss was worse at some times than others?
Yeah.
Mm.
But you know what? It's just like anything that you can go through in life, there's something that can bring fear. There's something that can make you feel less than.
Right.
There's like, you can associate the feeling of hair loss with like that bad toxic relationship you had to get out of. And you feel less than because you allow somebody to come and run amok in your life.
Mm.
So that's just like the impact of that alopecia can have on you. Alopecia just came and tore my whole life apart. How can I get back from that? So when you hurting from a bad relationship and you broke up, you're like, how can I get back from that? So it's just two different levels of fear, but it's still fear.
Right.
It's still hurt. It's still pain. It's still some sort of discomfort.
That's real. Mm. Can a dermatologist ever turn anyone away as far as alopecia or something in nature? Have you ever
No,
heard
that's
anything
his
like that?
money. It's not going to turn nobody away. That's his money. An examination is money.
Very true. That is true. That is true. Because people be quick to say, oh, they're going to turn me down. Go
An
get checked out.
examination is
Right.
money.
Right. And that type of
They're
nature.
not going to turn you away.
Right.
Well, I mean, in these times with this COVID, you never know.
Okay. That's too. Question two. How can I say this? Do you know anyone that has COVID and alopecia, and how does that not mix to each other? Because I know you got to have a healthy immune system somehow, I guess, to still deal with alopecia.
Well, I've seen people who have alopecia at COVID and they fine.
Okay.
See, it's not a weakened immune system. It's just that your immune system is like, what's going on?
Overloading, right? Some of that nature, right?
So when it sees stuff, it's just attacking.
Right. The white cells and
So
everything.
it sees something like your cells a circle.
Mm-hmm.
So now if they see a cell that looks like this, it's gonna say something's wrong with that. That don't belong here. So we're gonna attack it.
Oh, that is so real. That is so real. far as the creams and the steroids, anything of nature, each one costs different prices, or is more like a set price when you first start?
Different prices.
Different prices. Wow.
You know, like how they say the price is the price.
Right.
I had a friend, he had we interviewed him on our PSA, and the doctor had gave him some pills and it was working. So when he went back to the doctor, they told him them same pills cost like almost $1,000
For quantity work. Wow.
for some pills. $1,000.
Wow. So imagine, wow, I know he's okay. Well, like you said, things cost if you need it, right. So imagine, right, that's just, whew. So we just can't give up, man. Like, even though the medicine may cost a lot, I want for everybody's watching.
I'm
Just
never
stop
gonna give
taking
up.
it.
I advocate for people to be free.
Right.
That's me. I
Right.
just advocate for you to be free
And
and
love
live your
yourself.
life.
And live life to the fullest. And still
That's
be
it.
who you are on this earth.
With a bald head.
Whatever you're going through, go ahead and more. Because you're beautiful, you're educated, you're motivated, definitely encouraging, inspirational, and I know that you have more goals to accomplish, and you're not letting nobody booby trap you or whatever they say, throw a monkey wrench in there. You're going straight forward, you know? Like you keep saying, you're not making no U-turns for nobody or go back to wherever they're feeling little pity parties of that nature. And that's good because you don't need it. You don't need no stress. You want love, happiness, and everlasting love, encouragement, just like anybody else would want in life, you know?
Yes. A good old peace of mind.
Any movies you watch that keeps you in the state of mind, or documentaries you watch that like,
No.
I'm just relaxing.
I
I'm just keeping my feet up.
read a book called 100 Days of Right Believing by Joseph Prince.
Joseph Prince, 100 Days of Right Believing.
He's the Chinese pastor. Awesome man. I read his books. I read self-empowerment books. I read anything that's going to keep me encouraged. I listen to, a word every day. So it's just to keep me empowered. It keeps me moving forward. It keeps me in a mind frame of I can't stop. I can't stop.
Right.
Because every day there's a new case of alopecia. Every day someone is posting about their child dealing with alopecia. Every day someone's like, oh my God, my hair's falling out. So I can't stop.
Right. What do they call those things? What's that word? Like, do you like to paint, draw, or that was before you had alopecia, anything of that nature that you feel like you want to
Only
do
thing
it more?
I like to do, I drew on was my body.
Oh, that's nice. Okay. See?
I don't paint, I don't draw. I like to roller skate. I like to lay in the bed and be lazy when I want to.
Right. Everybody has their days, right?
I don't have to be out all the time.
Right.
I like to stay home.
In your own temple, your own zone. Right.
In my own element, just doing nothing.
Right.
Writing or, writing or, just creating, like being creative. Right. Do a live or something like that just to help people out.
And I love that about you because I was like, oh, there go Angie. She doing something today. There go Angie. She posting something. Because that's a blessing because, you don't want to see us people down. Like, damn, what happened, Angie? She was up Tuesday. She down with. See, you always up. And that's going, and I love that even more because, like you said, you never know who's watching you. But then again, those that are watching you, they want the best for you. But no one knows the best for you than the person themselves. So you are the start of the star. You know what I'm saying? So. So you just keep going, like never stop. I'm here to support you however I can. Yeah. God got us through the thick and the thin, long journey.
That's it.
Right. That is so true. So far as like any events that you have coming up that you like anybody to know about or any other?
Well, September is Alopecia Awareness Month.
September, Alopecia Awareness Month.
September is Alopecia Awareness Month. Our color is royal blue. So I ask anybody, if you ever take a picture in royal blue, put that in my inbox.
Okay.
Because I'm going to post that, because to me, you're even representing alopecia without
It's the
even
blue.
knowing it.
Right. Just like cancer's pink or whatever.
Right.
Do they
Yep.
have any alopecia parades or anything of nature, or more like
No, we
what's
just
that?
have alopecia walks.
Walks. I mean,
So
like, I'm not parades. I mean,
September,
like walks. Right.
yeah,
Right.
September, we're going to have a walk for alopecia. But
Is
I'm
it
also going to travel to South Carolina to my girl who has the True Blue movement. I'm going to go to her walk. And then when we come back, we're going to have a walk like near the end of September.
what state is that walk that you're talking about in the
South
September?
Carolina.
The next one for you.
Yeah, the one that I'm going to go to in the earlier part of September. And then we'll have ours at like near the end.
Oh, okay. That's a blessing. And you said royal blue representation for the alopecia.
Royal blue is the color for alopecia.
Alopecia. And September is Alopecia Awareness
Month.
Wow. Does it start straight September, or is it more like
September the 1st, boom, we going at it.
We at it, okay.
We going at it, yes.
Okay. I'm definitely hashtagging and supporting however I can. And
thank you, I appreciate that.
That I didn't know, so now I know. So see, knowledge is everywhere.
You got to keep the people informed.
Informed, yes. Because lack of knowledge is not good.
No.
Right.
We are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. Yes. Oh my God, I'm so happy to speak to you about alopecia and so much knowledge that I learned today that I didn't know. Now I know what Alopecia Awareness Month is. I know how to embrace other people and encourage other people due to Angie Davis telling me how to encourage other people. I'm going to send them your way, whatever questions they have, however you can encourage them. It's truly an honor. Like, I'm so happy to just have this conversation, because we can have been on 2 different platforms and just, right. But let me tell y'all something. Y'all support my boy Tim TV, New York City 24 hours. Give my boy some props. Come see him. Come support him. He's doing a good thing out here. He's trying to make a name for himself and blow up even bigger than what he already is. We're going to speak that into existence right now.
Hallelujah. Thank you.
So, I just want to say, keep doing what you're doing, sweetie.
Thank you so much.
Keep doing. I don't care in what form, whomever you decide to have, you keep doing it.
I appreciate that.
Because one day you're going to have that podcast or that TV show, and I'm coming back.
Yes. Oh, well, definitely. I always tell my guests, I always want to start off with a part 1, a part 2, and a part 3. And if we could continue from the part 3, then let's get it. However we can get it, because God makes us work hard for a reason.
Yep.
So let's get it. Like, it's once again, TIMTVNYC 24 hours. This is the platform. It's free. I love to encourage others, and Angie Davis encouraged me. I learned so much. Life gets better and better, and I just thank Angie Davis for embracing who she is in the mirror to encourage others, because she's not hiding, she's not sugarcoating nothing. She's telling you what it is and how she got to where she's at now in life, and she's not saying something and doing something else. She's living her life, which we should all do, first of all. She's doing it to the fullest. And so many doors are opening for this lady, and it's going to continue to open for this lady. In God's name, oh God, I'm so happy for this conversation. I love your smile, I love your energy, I love the person, I love everything. Like, it's a blessing. It's a blessing. And the topic for everyone that's tuned in, and for those that will tune in later, we talked about all types of alopecia. There's so many different spectrums and levels of alopecia. It starts from the follicles of your immune system overloading and that type of nature, them just slowly falling out. It's not the end of the world, y'all. It can happen to me. It can happen to you. It can happen to little kids, the elderly. It comes in silent time. So you just can't say, it ain't gonna happen to me. I was just born today. It ain't happening to me. I had to turn 62, 52, 32, 22. It can happen to any age, any culture, any time. So us people, black people, or any culture, doesn't have to be black, don't have to be white. It could be any culture. It can happen to your culture. So it's nothing to be saying like, I ain't watching this show because that only happened to black people. No, we doing this to let you know it can happen to any culture. We doing this to let you know to be informed. We're doing this to let you know that we are here to show you that we can be your resource. We are here to show you that there's people just like you out there, and we're here to let you know that we're here for you. No matter where, no matter if you're on the other side of the world, we're here for you. Communication goes a long, long way, and I think Facebook for having a share button, because without that share button, it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah, I
could have made it
understand.
different without no share button. You know, they could have just say whatever. But that share button is powerful. I love it because you can tag people, share it, and keep showing the knowledge, keep rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling. And
Yeah.
for those that's tuning in now, the topic was alopecia and how can we deal with alopecia? How can we embrace alopecia? What does alopecia come from? And how can we get rid of alopecia? So we had a lot of talking. We had a lot of good topics and so forth and so that nature. Is there anything that you would like to say that you think you didn't say that you would say, yeah, I got to say this because I didn't get to say
No,
it?
I believe I covered everything.
I'm so happy for this interview. And like Angie Davis said, this is not the last interview, because we're going to go
Right.
to part 2 and we're going to hit that part 3 for
And part
sure. You
3.
heard? That's a fact. And if we can do it every other month or every other week or whatever it may be, God knows our past, present, future, he got us. And we could do it. This platform is free. It's called TIMTVNYC for New York City, 24 hours, which lets everyone know 24 hours. I made 24 hours to let everyone know that you just don't have to have a platform that's just for a few hours. This show is, it could be all night, whatever. But I just like to embrace people with knowledge that they can say, yo, man, that guy was up 3 in the morning talking some real knowledge. He dropped the post there, whatever that may be. So 24 hours is for people to know that I'm here for y'all. I'm here. We got an idea. We're going to set up the date, the time, the flyer, whatever. I'm here. I'm here. TIMTVNYC 24 hours. I'm definitely here. Shout out to Power 105. Shout out to Hot 97. Shout out to all the sponsors. Shout out to everyone that's tuned in. Shout out to everybody that will tune in after. There's going to be a lot of sharing after it's uploaded. I'm also going to upload the audio to my podcast audio, which is officially up now on the Spotify.com and Anchor.com for podcasts. So I'm definitely going to send you that personal information, and by the end of the month, you definitely will have that. And anytime you have anything in your mind or any events, you want me to edit your flyers, I'll do that for free, whatever you want. Just bring up my inbox and your T. I got something for you. I'm down. No hesitation. I work hard. I got you. No questions.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yes, it's an honor, Queen. And stay beautiful, stay positive, stay encouraging others.
I
God will
will.
continue to open up doors for you. The fire topic, alopecia, how we could deal with it. We talked about it. I feel more enlightened. There was a lot of things I didn't know that I do know now. For those that don't know, Alopecia Awareness Month is September. Stand up, Royal Blue, Bing Bang,
Yes,
y'all already
yes.
know. Big Blue, you already know. We're going to do it the right way.
You
I was
heard?
about to do it. I got you. For those that's tuning in, it's an honor. The one and only special guest, Angie Davis, born and raised in Brooklyn, New York.
Yes.
You already know, man. It's so funny that God looks mysteriously. I went to PS40. She grew up in Brevoort Projects. I lived on Chauncey Street. And Brevoort after
You lived on Chauncey. I lived on Chauncey and Ralph.
You lived on Chauncey and Ralph? I was
That
on
first
Chauncey and
building right
Howard,
there,
right there.
Chauncey and Ralph.
Wow.
234 Ralph Avenue.
Okay, I was 377 Chauncey.
Okay.
Right. After Chauncey, I got to IS 271. I was a bad little kid. I was telling my mom, I want to go to another bad school, but I don't want to use the word bad. I was just misled. But
You was
I was,
mischievous.
yeah, right. But I always wanted to learn education. So I graduated from PS40, graduated from 271. Then I said, yo, it got to be somewhere else better than IS 271 that I can still graduate from high school. So I was like, all right, I remember them books that had all the high schools in it, and they can tell you how bad they are, how good they are. I said, let me find the baddest one. I chose 3 schools. It was Boys and Girls, Glover Cleveland, and Jamaica High School.
Wow.
I chose Jamaica. I missed after I passed this test, they said I had to go to Boys and Girls to do a tour. I missed it with my mom. So if you didn't do the tour, there wasn't no one to show you where the lunchroom was at in Boys and Girls and all the locker rooms and stuff. So, because Boys and Girls so big, you could get lost. And I didn't know that. I didn't even know that. I said, wow. So I said, okay. So mom's like, we missed the tour. So either go to Cleveland or Jamaica High School. I said, I was going to go to Cleveland. So I went to go with Cleveland. We went over there to fill out the papers. I said, I ain't feeling too much. It's not too as I thought it would be. So it's all right, we're going to Jamaica High School. I got to Jamaica High School. I fell in love. I went so hard in that school. I was like, oh God, yeah.
But that's
graduated,
good.
reached a diploma. I encourage others to do what they got to do and that type of nature. So God, he definitely works in mysterious ways. And to today,
yes, he does.
We still talk about that Jamaica High School, man. Oh God, yes. You went to Boys and Girls.
And then I got kicked out, and I went to Pacific.
Pacific, okay. Boys and Girls, right. Where's Pacific at? If you don't mind me asking.
Downtown on Skimmerhorn Street, next to the court building.
Hoy Skimmerhorn? It's literally over there.
You know the court building on Skimmerhorn Street?
Right, by the public assistance? It's like over that area?
It's over there near housing court and all that stuff.
It's like it's in the midst.
It's in the back.
In the back.
But I went to, my high school was like right next door to it.
Mm.
It looked like a house, but it was a high school. It was an alternative high school.
Wow. See, that's ill. Like, you know what I'm saying? Definitely stepping grounds out here, you know what I'm saying? And like, hey, we're here now in the land of living. God knows our past, present, future. I'm so happy that we have a lot in common because we didn't have that before. Now it's ping pong, like, oh, word, he was down there too. What's up? You know what I'm saying? So that made me feel, I'm gonna feel so good at this interview. Like, yeah, Angie Davis definitely enlightened me, gave me some knowledge and wisdom, understanding for me to better my life. And you definitely are an encouragement towards me. And I know you're encouragement towards others. And don't stop, because I know you won't stop. God bless your children in their future and your whole family. Yes, thank you so much. And however I can help you, like I said, I'm here. My doors is open. This platform is for you. And, you know, I'm here. And for those that do want to give donations to Angie, she will definitely let her. For those that want to give donations to Angie Davis, she could personally let you know how she could do it. Do you have any type of Cash App or Zelle
No, just tell them to hit me in my inbox. We just created an account for our Alopecia Foundation. So
okay.
I'll just keep you posted.
Yes. Okay. Appreciate that. I'm here to support, you know. Right. However I could do it.
Thank you so much.
It's an honor, Queen. It's an honor, definitely. And for those that want to send any donations to Tim TV, I would it's called $BOWDENTIMOTHY. God bless y'all. I appreciate all the love. All the donations always help me with my banners and all that other stuff, always from day one. I appreciate all the love, definitely. And once again, the topic was alopecia and how it affects the body and how we can embrace it and love ourselves no matter what. And someone always going to have something to say. We always have to remember that. But the best thing about that, we don't have to make that our past, present, and future. That doesn't have to hinder us. So just stay strong, stay positive. I know some things are easier said than done, but only God knows. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely here to support and show love and encourage.
Thank you.
You're very welcome, Queen. I love your smile. I love your beauty. I love who you are. I love what you're about. I love what you're standing on. I love your foundation. And may God continue to hold you up on that, my sister, my love. Yes.
Thank you.
It's an honor. I'm going to share this, upload it. I'm going to format this the different way to turn this into an audio. And I'm going to personally send you the link to Spotify, okay?
All right. Good night.
Have a blessed one.
You
Tim
as well.
TV, NYC 24 hours. We had a fire show with the one and only the guest, Angie Davis. Mwah.
No,
Topic
take care,
alopecia
sweetie.
rocks. You already know.
All right.
Yes. Have a blessed one, sis. Tim TV, NYC 24 hours. We just had a fire interview with the one and only Angie Davis. Topic was called alopecia. We talked about all the alopecia symptoms, all the remedies. We talked about all the steroids that they will give you. We talked about how people will judge you. We talked about how you should embrace alopecia. We talked about what alopecia is. How can alopecia affect us? Does alopecia only happen for Black people? We learned that alopecia awareness month is in September. We learned that alopecia awareness month is in September, and the color for alopecia is royal blue. We want to say thank God for Angie Davis. God bless her family. Prayers is up. May God continue to bless you and your household. You are a great encouragement. Whoever's watching this, please share, like, and comment. We're going to make this go all over like we always do. We're going to share this on YouTube, Facebook, Anchor, Spotify, and you already know, all over. Once again, I just want to say thank you, Angie Davis, for being who you are and making God use you to be a very great encouragement towards me and others. May God continue to bless you and your household and your vision, and bless your foundation and all that you want going forward for you to continue to do wonders. May God continue to bless you. And bless Tim TV, NYC 24 hours, Timothy C. Bowden, which is the CEO. God bless. You can find this interview on YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, Anchor.com. And we're going to keep it going. This is interview part 1 with Angie Davis. Topic was alopecia. And it was fire, man. I had a great time. I learned a lot. I feel like I was educated from the start to the end. And I think that's what an interview should be about. You know what I'm saying? Empowering others and just learning what life is about. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, if you're watching this later on, share it, tag it, love it, comment, like, support, share. Do not be afraid. Knowledge, wisdom, powerful. The lack of knowledge is what we don't want. Okay? So that being said, I just want to say thank you to everybody for just tuning in to Tim TV, NYC 24 hours. And the guest once again was Angie Davis. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. And share this. Love it. Like, comment, support. Hashtag Tim TV, NYC 24 hours. Hashtag Alopecia Rocks with a capital R. Share right now. Tag us. You already know. Love you all. God bless. Oh, happy Father's Day month to all you wonderful kings out there. Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up. And happy related Mother's Day to all you wonderful queens out there. We still love y'all. We always will love y'all. God bless, God bless, God bless. Thank y'all all for just coming in and supporting Tim TV and NYC 24 hours. Once again, it was a great show. There was a lot of people out and watching and supporting. God bless y'all all. Tim TV, NYC 24 hours. Truly appreciate y'all. Thank y'all.